view to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Tennessee.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bears 0.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for David Montgomery. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
32, David Montgomery.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
First down, Bears.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
He's across midfield.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And the Bears first down.
Now Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Back at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
3 yards remain for 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Trubisky will throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Trubisky's
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Montgomery. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down Bears.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Tannehill on 1st down.
Quick slant to Brown.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Trubisky, he's going to keep it.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 3.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
Trubisky's
and he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete. Javon Wims the open man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard.
Now Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. He'll buy some time right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
58 to Mike, 58. Hey. Watch the run.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
Brings up third down.
59 Mike. Check, 59. He's telling me. Quick. Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's third down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The Bears' 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Javon Wims, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
39-yard line.
Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area, and he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. When you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Montgomery, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Montgomery back to the ground, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get...